Hello, live world. I'm just getting set up here on Facebook and YouTube before I get started on Instagram. I figure we can just hang out a bit before. This is very meta. I'm trying to promote my event. So I'm sharing this link to the Facebook event. Hopefully everyone will see that there. Hey, Ryan Dudley. I appreciate your concern as a citizen in terms of getting all the facts out on the social media about this event. Okay. All right. So I'm going to start the Instagram feed now too. And we're going to be live everywhere. This is just, like a pre-show moment, as if I was receiving my public in a bustling, exciting club. But instead it's my parents' basement, and really I'm here by myself talking to a couple different screens. It's funny, this new world for performers. It's a funny, funny world we live in the time of COVID. So we're just getting started here with the Hua Li live stream pre-show. Just hanging out for a few minutes, getting ready to do a concert in 10 minutes. I feel like I started the pre-show a little early, actually, because now I'm just going to talk to you for 10 minutes. Maybe people can ask me questions and stuff. We'll see. This way, lots of people will have time to arrive to the show. And it'll be nice. This is like when the promoter and the artist are standing at the door at the moment that doors open, and they're like, oh my God, is anyone gonna come? And it's like always that anxiety, no matter what, like even if it's like a huge act, it's like, oh my God, will anyone come? Is anyone gonna come to the show? Hey, Andy. Very nice to see you here. We're doing a pre-show. I'm gonna start in about 9 minutes. But I thought I'd come and receive my public. Have a little bit of sparkling wine with the people. Cheers to you all. Those of you that know me well know that I live in a dry house here with my parents. So this is a precious glass of sparkling wine. I showed my mother my rider. I was like, look, it says this on the rider, so I need it to perform. And that convinced her. So that was very nice. Very nice of her to allow me to get that. Hey, Ryan Dudley, I do teach music. And in this time of COVID-19, I am moving my teaching practice online. So you can send me a DM about that if you're interested. I teach singing and piano, and I teach music theory. All right, so 8 minutes to the show. I didn't realize it was gonna end up being like a minute by minute count. Maybe I should like put some music on. I don't know. Should I? What do you think? Hey, Francisca. Just here receiving my public before the show begins. Just receiving the public. Um, I'm very, very grateful to the National Arts Center for having me in this fabulous program, Canada Performs. Um, this was an initiative that was started so quickly. It was a very, very swift action to support artists who have lost gigs and wages and opportunities as a result of our quarantine. And I'm very, very grateful to have been chosen as one of the artists who get to perform on the internet as part of NAC programming. Thank you, Francisca. I feel great too. Jamae is also receiving in public too. It's very sensual. I like to hear that. I'm all for exhibitionism, which is why I'm here doing a live stream concert in exactly 6 minutes. I'm going to begin on the dot. Tonight, I am both star and production manager. I'm also my own tech. But anyone who's ever played a show that I've production managed knows that I really like things to be on time. Like it's people are like, "Can we wait 10 minutes to make sure more people come?" I'm like, "I don't know. No one's going to come for you. Just get on stage." So that's what we're going to do tonight. This is why I started early to hopefully entice you guys to stay. We'll see if that was a good idea or not. Maybe everyone will leave before I begin. It's possible. But either way, I'm contractually bound to stream for at least 45 minutes, whether there is a public or not. There is, though. I'm totally acknowledging everyone that's here right now. I'm very grateful for your presence in this pre-show. I guess I imagined more of a two-way conversation. You know, I was like, I'll get on there, I'll talk to the people. And here I am talking to myself, as I have been for the last month or so. It feels kind of normal now, actually, to just talk to my own image in the phone. It's like 100% selfie hour all the time, 24/7 selfie hour. Thank you, NAC, for giving me this opportunity to look into two screens that reflect my image back at me. It's a true blessing. Jimei Bei would like to know if I have anything to say to my Chinese fans. People in China can't watch this unless they have VPN. So if someone was that tenacious to set up a VPN to join this live, I would be very grateful. That would be some huge commitment. Beyond that, Chinese folks in North America, stay strong, and also exhibit solidarity with Black and Indigenous folks. Okay, we don't actually experience much racism anymore until the virus, so you know we'll take it for the team. Okay, as long as we exhibit some solidarity. No more anti-Blackness after this. Okay, Chinese fans, I'm watching you. In Chinese, please. 请你别恨黑人了，好不好？大家都互相的爱爱，行不行？ Okay, Chinese folks, I'm watching you. I'm watching you. Do me proud. All right, 3 minutes till the show begins. I promise in 3 minutes there will be some music. The pre-show, I don't know if this was a successful idea. Does anyone like this? No one's even going to cut. They're going to be like, oh, why did I join before she started rapping? This is, God. All right. Well, I'm going to. Oh, Fran likes it. Yay. Thank you. Wow. It's so nice to get to talk to people, even in this abstract way. Because I'm just so terribly lonely. So terribly lonely here. Lauren says, please don't rap. And that was the day Hua Li transitioned from rap to stand-up long, rambling stand-up with very few actual punchlines. Incredibly self-deprecating, but very few punchlines, you know? I think about doing stand-up sometimes, but I don't think I can be intentionally funny. Like, at any time I try to tell a joke, it's really bad. But, you know, sometimes I have some successes. Andy says he's so happy to be here. I'm so happy you're here, too. I am so far away from my home of Montreal. I have not been... This glass... yes, it's empty. I need to refill it, but I'm scared of getting off the mic. You know what? I'm gonna refill. I'm gonna be right back. Please don't leave. I'm gonna start the show in a minute. All right? I'm just gonna. Maybe if I shout, you'll hear me in the microphone. All right, here I go. I'm drinking some Prosecco. Some Prosecco. All right. One minute until showtime, folks. We survived. Francis, put more. You know what? I'm trying to be like I'm trying to be a classy person here. This is gonna be, guys, how am I gonna rap? This is gonna be so distracting. You're all gonna talk to me the whole time, and I'm gonna read your comments, and I'm gonna forget my songs. Oh, it's 6. I can start now. Are you guys ready? Or should I just keep talking? Should I just keep talking? Yes or no? All right. Well, yes, Jermaine, I'm well aware that it's 6. I'm going to get started here. And I'm going to get started with Jermaine's favorite song. This is a song off of my recently released album, Dynasty. It's one of my favorite songs. I like them all equally. This one's called Paper Sense.
Call me industrious. I wear these braids like chains that hold me to the backs of us, steaming over packs of us. Still the story stands that they always be good friends to us. Damn, they should be losing face round us. Y'all don't get shy with you, my sons. You should bow now. Better talk deep when it's Johnny O'Conn's bow. Keep the Queen's PG, pull the branch out. We keep it coming like it's 1965. You, we knew this still alive, and Yankee still building ties. I'ma get me a paper son. I don't care what town he's from. Some I don't know who those seniors I heard. I from Beijing. Get me a paper son. son. Look me up, some she wrote tongue. Turn around and say my name. He pressed me with that four-tone gate. Get me a paper, son. I don't care what town he from. Somehow don't know she knows I heard that you from, baby. Get me a paper, son. Look me up, some she wrote tongue. Turn around and say my name. He pressed me with that four-tone gate. Hello and welcome to the Hua Li Canada Performs live stream. I am absolutely delighted to be doing a show, even if it's in my parents' basement. It's worth it. It's all worth it to entertain the people. Before I keep going, I want to give a big thank you to Facebook, Slate Music, RBC Foundation, SiriusXM Canada, and the fabulous National Arts Center, which is here today in my parents' basement. It's incredible what can happen in the time of COVID-19. This next track is a song called Mr. Greenlight. And you can also find it on my album, Dynasty. Mr. Greenlight, Mr. Parasite, Mr. Rolling through the door with Samsonite, Mr. Feel Free, Mr. Absentee, Mr. Juggles Family, Mr. Revelry, Mr. I Work Hard for Rest, Mr. Stuck for a bit, Mr. Turn Around so she don't have to watch you take the hit, Mr. Oddball, Mr. Making no wrong call, Mr. Bad Luck. If you believe in that stuff, yes. Some other poolside condo, bringing home the bread and a crib for your mambo. Never got around to a in her brow. Your baby's old enough to get the daddy needs a child. But that's lame, like you could explain. Been out for 10 years, the game's still a game. Still be catching on that you haven't been around. Making mistakes like you've been settled down. Taking no man, you know it to the core. Distinguished way that you always get more. More money, more bitches, more baby, more hitches. Nothing you can handle though. Never dealt a hand to know. Tell your host it's the out of my you. Thinking poetic, have enough of your reviews. Something, no, it's not your fault. Haven't told them all your issues. You come a long way, better let loose.
My guys can justify the cloud.
Holding on to something.
But don't you fly the sun is where the trouble lies. Jealousy is destiny. Don't wanna hear your apology. So guard your feelings preciously. Divine and gasoline. The last was you. The last was you.
Whoa, you.
The last was you. The last was you.
Back to that room, hide out for June. Pull back the blinds till the oaks in full bloom. Get your own lead, go between the scenes. Ride in the day like you're dropping extreme. Not that feeling again with that 6 out of 10. How wound up like you're fielding for them. Go for both teams every now and then. Oh, you'll be a psycho like you think it's just them. Get you off the grid now, you're seeming out there with that beachfront crib, but she just won't trip. Shorty wants the 40, but she don't want the fix. So you get down, walk the corners with a new kid. Let her lie your head down, catch her on the rebound. Damn girl, did you hear his kids are from the freak down? Get your 1 degree removed from the new sound. Watch the video, maybe you get around.
My guys can justify the cloud.
Holding on to
It's
something.
darker now, but don't you find the sun is where the trouble lies. Jealousy is destiny. Don't wanna hear your apology. So guard your feelings preciously. Divine and gasoline. The last was you.
You.
The last was you.
Oh, whoa, you.
The
store with Samsonite. Absentee, Mr. Juggles family pet. Revelry, Mr. I worked hard for that. Mr. Shut for a bit. Mr. Turn around so she don't have to watch and take the hit. Mr. Oddball, Mr. Oddball, Mr. Red, Stay. Oh my god! Oh my god, thank you so much! Wow, who brought a drum? Who brought a drum to my live stream concert? That's so kind of you. I feel like I don't feel your presence in the same way that I feel a real audience, and yet this applause sample that I play for myself really embodies the energy that I know you're feeling in your home right now. Okay, so I have to admit something to you, internet audience. I've actually played at the National Arts Center before with an artist I work with named Reach. She's fabulous, RIIT. You should check her out. But I'm really angry actually because this is totally not like that show. Like when I played with her, there's like unionized techs normally at the National Arts Center, and I'm like not supposed to touch anything, but then finally they book me, and I have to do everything by myself. I'm running my own sound. I don't even know how to set up a mic stand really, so it's just a lot. It's a lot to deal with. Artists have to learn how to do so many things now. Like we have to know how to use computers and like post all the time on the internet so that people remember we exist. It's like it's not just about writing songs anymore, and it's just a lot. I don't know if I set this mic stand up right. Okay. Well, enough of Hua Li's live breakdowns. I've moved to the piano, as maybe some of you have noticed, because I'm going to play the first of many piano songs in this program. This is also an oldie from Dynasty, and it's called Outwitted. Do you feel this space? There's something tangible between us. It moves with us. Boasters of your touch, that it's insistence. We'll keep our distance. I'd rather rap the street than sink deeper into your charm. Daddy, I keep thinking you got me out with it. Then I wonder if you're with it at all. And I can't help but feel. And once again, you'll be the one to take the fall. So need to adjust to the upswing shots we thrown in the ring of this rap game. So I wrote my dog. Got my own hooks and I gotta hope in the last stroke. Sometimes I forgot what it meant to be high. Put on the gas and get head stopped. My riding that bitches, these hoes be a bitches. We digging through fast. I'm proud of riches don't matter. When feeling good cause the lot's no factor. I'm on top of it, I'm rocking it. Showing all these bitches, but they just the tip. And I'm home to show about taking them home. I'm up in the next of us taking the throne. That's right, man, looking at you. Gonna be tripping on your follow through. We ain't doing the most. Propose a toast to the grandiose. See me, my toes where you fantasize. See with your face between my thighs. So I'll put it on you. All the shit I've been through has got me thinking. Between these bottles we be drinking now, the lines we've been delivered, cause we always been delivered. Powder, how did I see? Honestly, you get what you see, but I'm twisted up. Are you coming to me after all of the work that I'm trying to stay free? Ooh, Daddy, I keep thinking you got me out with you. Then I wonder if you're with it at all. And I can't help but feel that once again you'll be the one to take the fall. I'm like your broken arrow. You got me aiming for a heart that's narrow. So from your anchor point, I'll ditch the joint, flip around to make the fly. I hope to God I reach your bullseye overlook, but I'm no small fry. I'm like your broken arrow. You got me aiming for a heart that's narrow. So from your anchor point, I'll ditch the joint, flip around to make the fly. I hope to God I reach your bullseye overlook, but I won't comply. I'm like your broken arrow. You got me aiming for a heart that's narrow. So from your anchor point, I'll ditch the joint, flip around to reach your bullseye. You got me wasted by the third time, and without me you can't get by. Ooh, Daddy, I keep thinking you got me. How it is.
Thank you. You know, I actually, I shouldn't be leaving the piano, but I noticed that Caroline gets commented. Well, this is a really long audience sample. Okay. I just wanted to give a huge shout out to Caroline Getz, my fellow Banff Center of the Arts, Banff International Songwriter Residency participant, one of my new dear friends. The reason I want to shout her out is because she's fabulous. And also, I wore this outfit at Banff Center. I've had the same 5 outfits for the last 2 months. I haven't been home. Anyway, I wore this outfit and Caroline matched me because that's when you have a good friend, someone that's going to coordinate with you. So as a result of that, I'm going to play a song now that I recorded at the Banff Center. This is a song called Part-Time Muses, and this backing track that you'll hear was made at the Banff Center in their beautiful recording studio. So the musicians that you'll hear are Brendan Kinley on drums, absolutely the most fabulous, monstrous drummer you've ever heard. Check out his original music project, Super Duty Tough Work. Just a fabulous musician. Also, Ben Sloan, an equally fabulous drummer and musician. He is playing a sensory percussion on this track. And Josh Toll, fabulous Josh Toll from Montreal, playing bass here. So this is his Part-Time Muses. Why do I always go there? Stressing for no reason. Maybe it's the
5-alarm fire in your gaze. You know I once prayed to the wrong guys and they slipped it in despite the bad odds, and I've been bitching about it ever since. I never tell you to see your complexion, the jawline are just like his, and well that makes this little more just like shit. I'm not convinced that I'm worth the risk, though I'm that willing to. Seen that lotus open and close, and all the best were with those. I always fold to being too exposed, plus you would come on just a little too bold. It's a delicate thing, you might end up in the cold. They wanted satisfaction, but that ain't retroactive. I dare say what would happen should I stand down and ration off lustful bits of you, added to the stew of part-time music, contested avenues. They wanted satisfaction, but that ain't retroactive. I dare say what would happen should I sit down and ration off lustful bits of you, added to the stew of part-time music, contested avenues. I think to make space, our glances between the face, we back and forth, cause shit goes south until you go north. I've been hoping you fuck with Jean Grey, another thing that came before your day, added to the list you never knew. Seen that lotus open and close, so the best were those. I always folded being too exposed. Okay, you know what? I'm going to make a professional decision to start this over again. I feel like my vocals are getting progressively more delayed the more I stream. But we're still going to just work with it. I'm going to try this song one more time. Pretend like this is the first time. Stressing for no reason, maybe it's the 5-alarm fire in your gaze. You know I once prayed to the wrong guys and they slipped in despite the bad odds, and I've been bitching about it ever since. I never tell you, it's just in your complexion, the jawline are just like his, and well that makes this little more than just a lock and shit. I'm not convinced that I'm worth the risk, though I'm that willing to. I seen that lotus open and close, so the best were with those. I always fold to being too exposed, cause you would come on just a little too bold. It's a delicate thing, I might end up in the cold. They wanted satisfaction, but that ain't retroactive. I dare say what would happen should I stand down and ration off lustful bits of you, added to the stew of part-time music, contested avenues. They wanted satisfaction, but that ain't retroactive. I dare say what would happen should I stand down and ration off lustful bits of you, added to the stew of part-time music, congested avenues. I think to make space, ever glances between the face, we've been kicking England's back and forth, cause shit goes south parts of you go north. I've been hoping you fuck with Jean Grey, another thing that came before your day, added to the list you never knew. If I'm just a hot bitch, none of your notches, I pray that you stay steady and sometimes I don't want shit. Hate to circle around what's out of bounds, never turn away from where I count. I've seen the notice open and close, and all the best were with those. I always fold and being too exposed, cause you will come on just a little too bold. It's a delicate thing, you might end up in the cold. They wanted satisfaction, but that ain't retroactive. I can't say what would happen should I stand down and ration off less little bits of you, added to the stew of part-time muses, congested avenues. They wanted satisfaction, but that ain't retroactive. I dare say what would happen should I stand down and ration off less little bits of you, Added to the stew of part-time muses, congested avenues. Don't never trust them, that they will make a fool of you. You have to tell them how to act, you never know just what they'll do. But I got daddy issues, that's why I fuck with you. And every other class act that comes round just a part of do. They wanted satisfaction, but that ain't retroactive. I dare say what would happen should I stand down and ration up lustful bits of you. Added to the stew of part-time muses, congested avenues.
All right. Okay, we survived that song. Could I get some feedback from folks? Is the delay in the vocals very apparent within the internet viewing experience? Let me know. Okay, cool. I'm going to raise the piano sound as has been requested. This is what you get when you have a performer that's also their own tech. So thanks a lot, National Arts Center. I'm going to raise the piano sound. Thank you, everyone. All right, we're gonna do a beatless song, and you will all discover the joy of how poor the pulse is in most class. I'm going to extend this outward. It's not just me. It's all classically trained pianists. We all have a terrible sense of pulse because what we learned instead of rhythm was rubato. Rubato, darling. Robbed time. So anytime I play solo voice and piano, you know, it's a bit of a, just rock with me, okay? This is one of the newest songs I've written, which is why I don't have any fabulous production to go with it. When at the time I was day a treat away from rich men and their petty legs folding, dining and blow jobs in the same line. Imagine my dismay when daddy walked in on day 9 according him. A crush that I had chosen without calculation. Sent that water packing. We jumped and dodged in hesitation back in Montreal. I'd be floored by all the imitations I had taken for love or at least infatuation. And though we came and wrapped in crimson banners, I would see him as the top contender, having stayed up police scanners, questionable standards then as now. But I saw his effort as the impetus to put our promises upon the record. Should've known that second year he couldn't get the truck in gear, but just how agitated I made him with my invocations. Told Red Affairs that I would pass it for his safety. For a second there, I believed he'd done the same for me. Just think, when I explained to him what it was that you'd honed in on, that meant I couldn't put the phone down for those rarities. When you would think to message me about a show I hadn't seen, still you had more grip on me than all the dinners he and I could eat. And years of playing house and slowly building up
Dependency on 7 p.m. disputes fueled by heavily poured Negronis. I'll think twice next time I meet a flame that might commit to me. Say, fool, you haven't really seen how for one loose means to me. I go on to tell the story about seeing you on West 7th Street. My associate was on the phone. We had just left the Contemporary. You had the tendency to touch my shoulder to emphasize what you said to me. And even then, I missed the cues that you were just being friendly. It was your bandmate's birthday, no one better than you. Cause all of us in the biz are just a degree or two or what. From shit hip hop's not a hobby, it's an art. Storytelling's born, there's no flaw in the art. Surely I loved him then, but long ago tired the way he bent tension away from me when I swear to God's my turn to speak. So I was taken by your eyes, widening as a pause. Enthralled as I was by the rules we were about to toss. Just think, when I explained to him what it was that you'd honed in on, the meant I couldn't put the phone down for those rarities. When you would think to message me about a show I hadn't seen, still you had more grip on me than all the dinners he and I could eat. Years of playing house and slowly building up dependency on 7 p.m. disputes fueled by heavily born Negronis. I'll think twice next time I meet a flame that might commit to me. Say, fool, you haven't really seen how for one loose means to me. Years of playing house and slowly building up dependency on 7 p.m. disputes fueled by heavily poured Negronis. I'll think twice next time I meet a flame that might commit to me. Say, fool, you haven't really seen how for one loose means to me. Okay, so, I have this. I have this for those awkward moments. All right, I'm gonna do some non-piano music to, keep the vibe moving forward here. I accidentally organized my set by, I guess you could say men. I guess you could say I, by and large, organized my set by men, and I didn't mean to do that. It just sort of happened this way. So all of this song and the next two songs I'm gonna do are actually kind of about two men. But all three of the songs are about those two men. One of whom was my ex-fiance, and another of whom I will not mention. This is, I think, one of the best breakup songs ever written. Can I say that? That's so embarrassing. I'm saying so many things I would never say on stage because, I just name them. Oh God, you guys wouldn't say this live either. I'm not going to name them. You know what? Each and every one of you can privately DM me and I will tell you who they are, okay? Usually, I'm very discreet. I never name names, but the most of you people trolling me right now are my best friends. So, in fact, you actually know, and you're just being mean. You're just being mean to me as I perform at the fabulous National Arts Center. It's so beautiful. It's very cool because it's in a basement. My dog is here. You can't see her. She's out of the shot, but it's all cool here. Okay, I'm going to do the song. This is called Coincide. Goodbye. You've given me twice the high, just what the dark prescribed. Domed up and so inclined. It's stupid to say I wanna love you back then. If I had the heart that I have today. Really, I was piling on the bends. I should have seen it as a red flag, but it showed that I couldn't say no. How thrilling. So easy to paint me the villain. Fuck me for thinking I really had any secrets from you. I act righteously bad in the face of the sea, clear as the cups I break. Forgive me as I ride into your worst nightmare. I knew the dick would take me there, accepted in my cross to bear. I wish you coincide with the apple of my wandering eye. But it took 2 words till my knees were weak. You should've known I wasn't yours to keep. He came in to ruin or save me, can't say which. No, it fazed me, hot, cold, an understatement. I grew bold in times of wait. Shut my eyes, he could season through one bag, smirked in reason. He came to blasphemy. I thought it blasphemy, cherished words of Fabergé, but babe, another day, I walked on eggshells, prayed that we grow parallel. Cast a spell to sink myself, else you might grow overwhelmed. Saw infirmity persist, tallied every tryst I missed. Wish myself free, still you had a hold on me. Traits were misreflecting on the frequency of awful pleas. Couldn't shake calendar sheets, spent a 1 million complete. One majestic nosedive and a jam ejection seat. As if it was ordained, you'll come down with the game. But believe what's so lame, mistaking me for unashamed. Hit me like waterfalls one night, I lost the spark to fight the article. Bitch, forget about your wedding night. Right into your worst nightmare. I knew the dick would take me there, accepted in my cross to bear. I wish you coincide with the apple of my wandering eye. But it took 2 words till my knees were weak. You should have known I wasn't yours to keep.
Thank you all so very much. I'm so very happy that you're here. Hey, Will Riley, I'm a big fan of you too because I love everyone that loves me. I'm a fire sign, okay? And I love being loved. God, I am just totally, let me shout out Alexander Thibault, someone who really reels me in normally when we perform together. He produces almost all of my music. I'm doing a lot of new material today that he hasn't had a chance to work on yet. But in general, what you'll hear is what he does. And he also usually DJs for me, and he doesn't let me ramble on and on and on and make a fool of myself, which I very much appreciate. So I just want both Evolve and Jewel to know that these product placements are an integral part of my live stream. And I don't know why they haven't sponsored me yet. All right. God damn it, just play the songs, Peggy. All right, this is a very new song. It's called Sanctions of the Heart. And it's about those same 2 gentlemen that I previously mentioned.
Met the boy at Lauren Bathurst, man, he was the fucking worst. Said I had him bending backwards, so I showed him love could hurt. Summer came, I slowly lost his magic to the frost. I was cursed with catching feelings, anchorless. A theme of wash, tossed the pride that built the rest. Grass to fill the emptiness. Tales of how he might invest. Consume that June on proper test the sanctions of the heart. Learn from pulling heavy cards, teaming with the bedrock that had already been picked apart. Mostly undeserving, he would swerve around the storm. I never met his head and took it as the norm. Took the point of silence, swiftly fitted with the best excuse. Madness of his reasons kept me sharp and him obtuse. See, bitches never understand. He's just an honest man, trying to make his moves right. Who for what he heard was tight. Yes, bitches never understand. He's just an honest man, trying to make his moves right. Who for what he heard was tight. Everyone give me hearts on Instagram, yes. Move quicker than I expected. Guess I shot my arrows far. You thought I was unaffected. I could rest in hidden bars. I was all fulfilling up. Piggish in my swift pursuit. Rolling in the mud of us. Weak and hungry, resolute. Show my scars to strangers. Had them laugh from every flaw. Revelous in my danger. I was reveled every. Plugged my holes to no avail. Couldn't bear the coming gale. Bet I know which man it was you took to be the final nail. Shame that though he touched me right, his actions often felt slight. I would grin and bear it in the dark. He was a floodlight to your flaws. He gave me pause. I couldn't leave you down while lapping up applause. See, bitches never understand. He's just an honest man, trying to make his moves right. Who but what he heard was tight. Yes, bitches never understand. He is just an honest man, trying to make his moves right. Who but what he heard was tight. Yes. Throw up some hearts, IG people. Yes, I love it. DM me if you don't understand the irony in this hook, okay? Bitches never understand. He is just an honest man, trying to make his moves right. Who for what he heard was tight. Yes, bitches never understand. Trying to make his moves right. Who for what he heard was tight. Oh my God, National Arts Center, how y'all feeling out there? Oh my God! Wow! Oh, so much energy from the crowd. I love it. This is such a wonderful, joyous audience. Oh my goodness. Wow. All right. So we're going to move back to the piano, folks. We're doing it. Thank you for all the hearts, Instagram people. I love that. Facebook right now is just a for the Instagram people. You should know. Facebook is just a bunch of people talking about how great my tattoos are. So now we know what types of people. Instagram is just my friends trolling me, and then I have real fans on Facebook telling me how beautiful I am. Isn't that nice? Thank you, Facebook people. It's a much kinder social media platform, turns out. Who knew? Facebook is where the kindness happens. All right, what are we doing here? This is, the sparkling wine is like a whole thing because I actually haven't had a single drop of alcohol since I arrived here in Victoria, an indeterminate amount of time ago, a long time ago. And this is my first time drinking again. I feel very silly, and I'm live and unfiltered. So let me tell you about something very sad, which is that when I was young, I went through an incredibly difficult relationship with
a man that was much older than me and much more manipulative than I am. And he was quite abusive in many ways. Uh, but I wrote a song about it, which is one of the songs that is to this day most dear to my heart. Um, it's called This Chaos. I'm going to play it shortly. But I guess what I find so amazing about performing this song now, so many years after this experience, is that I'm finally in a place where I don't feel like my trauma and these negative experiences I went to as a young person define me anymore. I feel very empowered by the idea that I survived these things, and I feel so blessed to have the platforms that I have now as an artist to talk about these things and reaffirm for young folks everywhere that enduring the worst circumstances is never something that should be thrust upon us. And yet, it's still so possible to move past those things and create positivity and love around you. So normally when I'm in a club, I tell everyone to look out for each other and keep each other safe. You know, I guess one plus side to social isolation is that there's like a way less sexual assault now. That being said, I know there are people who are isolated with people who are very dangerous. And I really feel for those folks that don't have the opportunity to slip away right now. And if you out there happen to be in that experience, please message me. There's this thing going around right now being like, if you ask me how I do my makeup, I'll like know what that means. I won't know what that means. I'm totally going to give you makeup tips. But if you message me and you ask me if I'm a venture feminist, I'll know what that means. Okay? Deal? We're going to do this song now. This is called This Chaos.
Don't trust myself with my feelings, much less yours. Don't you see I'm in a place where loving is a choice? They are. I fight back when they start searching for what's lost. I come to you to save my pride, no matter the cost. This chaos, oh, this chaos. Though we line up perfectly, I have to say I don't get the urgency. If we're truly, as you say, star-crossed, so I thank you for this. I know now how hit or miss it can be, turning reveries into reality. And frankly speaking, this sad trip just ain't doing anything. See, you came to see me fade. You attempted to really shake. Well, say goodbye to the mess you made. Waited the waited. It was easy to catch me back then. Hitting the Mikey Douglas every night. I sold the touch, kayak, rolling deep, my eyes were bloodshot and blurry. Couldn't have had the chance to see past your sparkle to your fury. You redesigned my destiny. Maybe you got the best in with your barrel to my chest. Seems like a saying. Now I've been naive. You count me out, but I see the seed, you know when. All of the faces got a holiday. And what you really need, I need you to walk away. I was never down to playing from the road just straight. So it's a cliche. You build me up, I'm your pyramid, standing in the wind. I had enough of this. The kiss, the deeper bits that opens when I feed my sins to get your ribs. Trying to wake you from the nightmare, reciting to these kids who been bringing the lowest bits. It's never you that takes the hit. You stop and suck for the shit. Stop the life, I am big. This I know now. How hit or miss. It can be turned into reveries into reality. And frankly speaking, this set trip just ain't doing it for me. See, you came to see me fade. You pretended to be ashamed. Say goodbye to the mess you made. Oh, I thank you for this. I know now how it for this. It can be turned into memories into reality. And frankly speaking, this set trip just ain't going it for me. You came to see me fade. You pretended to be ashamed. Say goodbye to the mess you made. 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 Say goodbye to the mess you made.
All right. Oh, again, I keep forgetting about this tool that I had. My Instagram live just suddenly stopped, so I'm just gonna start it up again. Sorry, everyone, for this inconvenience here. Hello, Instagram. I'm back. I hope that you join me again. Hey, Kim, what's up? Hey, Kylie Fox. Wow. Let me just look at some of the comments here. I miss you too, Kylie. This is so fabulous that so many of you are here with me. I really appreciate this. I have to admit, this is the longest time I've spent in Victoria since I moved away as a 17-year-old. And it's lovely. It's a beautiful spring here in Victoria. But I really do miss my community in Montreal so much. And it's a funny thing, you know, because we can't really see each other anyway. And yet I feel so strongly that I just want to be in the same time zone, you know? So it just feels incredible that people are here watching with me and talking to me and giving me where do I pay cover? This is a free show. Can you believe that? Isn't that lovely? Anyway, I'm just so pleased that y'all are here, and it's very nice that you're coming back now that I don't know why my Instagram feed suddenly stopped. Do I need a dart? Yes, Kylie Fox, I need a dart so bad. This is a smoke-free household. But I do have my jewel. All right, well, Thank you for entertaining that interlude. Um, this chaos was a sad song, as we all know. Um, so I'm going to do a much more uplifting song. A lot of my Banff Center friends are here, which is so lovely. I'm really happy to see you all. Uh, uh, you will know that I was working on an EP dedicated to my hometown of Wuhan while I was there. And I did successfully actually complete some of those songs. Um, and this is one of the ones I wrote. I'm going to do a bunch of them now. I'm going to play all of the songs that I've written thus far for this EP. These beats are not produced by Alexander Thibault, so do not allow this to reflect his talents, all right? These are my beats. They're not great. This song is called Just Four More. And I wrote it to reflect the experiences that I and some other people had being torn away from the Banff Center as a result of the pandemic. So I like to think of this as like a pandemic love song, you know, longing, distance, all sorts of things like that. And it will be on this EP that will one day come out via Next Door Records. Shout outs to the best record label of all time. I love y'all. So this is Just For.
I should have expected it always starts this way. I get caught up in imagining how they'll carry me down the road, bitch. It was never there, but I can spit that. A full-blown romance, experiment of affection, so I fuck myself all this rejection, boy. And if you leave them, I'ma probably let you down. You know it's real that I will feel my toes even about to grace the ground. Think I put you in a tailspin too. Take it easy, a few more lies ahead of you. Damn, I need to think 12 months now. That's why I'm always grabbing on the hollow bound, setting them to take the weight of all of the links we go round. Get that you in a feeling if we spend just 4 days in the mountains, and I swear to God it's not okay. I was never meant to love. Now that I can say is that I have been thinking you far away. Thought that we were cool in top zones, might prove it too tough to stay up with morality to rule it. Cause it don't mean much when white man's got say don't touch. This is how that shit our ancestors go through it for us. Keep it calm in the time of cholera. Fuck your promises of faith. I ain't no fair to me now. I'm for mechanical cover. She's in the bathroom. Say she's free like you, but I still want you back here soon. Don't know about these and that no more. Just want transparency and sure I want the details. Cause your tales be mine too. Even if a world was spinning regularly, I still would be distantly chasing the flowers, wishing your booty. I just wanna love to come home to, but the home itself's a sudden blow as the grasp for gravity ensues. Wish I could mail this ass to you. Bet you would have been mine if we spent just 4 days in the mountains, and I swear to God it's not okay. I was never meant to love. Now that I can say is that I have something for you far away.
Thank you so much. I just love playing the piano for y'all. I never get to do this. I never ever get to play the piano live on stage because frankly, it's because I'm lazy and I don't want to bring a keyboard to the gig. I'll admit it. That's the only reason why. But here in the beautiful National Arts Center, there's a grand piano. That's so lovely. All right, what do we have next here? Okay, this is a special song. This song I started writing an incredibly long time ago, almost a decade ago, I'd say. I wrote the hook to the song in Wuhan. And what kind of inspired it was seeing my grandmother hanging out with her best friend, which reminded me so much of my best friend. So I wrote this hook, and at the time I was really bad at rapping, so I wrote some really bad rap verses. And then I never released the track. So when I started this project of writing about Wuhan, I resurrected this track. And I ended up just writing new verses. Totally, it's just the hook is the same. But the first verse is about my grandmother, and the second verse is about my wifey, my best friend in the world. And these two women are some of the most important people to me in the world. They've shown me so much about how to love myself and so much about resilience. They're just wonderful. All right, I just wish Alex Tebow was here to press play on the track so I would stop talking so much. Oh my God. Anyway, this song is called Dream Narratives in Modern China. It's about two very, very important women to me.
It was that rag year, the threshold of fevers was factor. She's 87, she can't take the chatter, matriarchal glow. Still got babies that are not mine, no. Never won the platter, she suggested that my ripe fruits are spoiled ever after. Western Tennessee should've raised the entrance fees, like those bedrooms at the Summer Palace, fading veils of secrecy, divide my double ticketing. If she didn't have to squint that one eye, I wonder what she read. Novels, biographies, married a poet, but her preference wasn't poetry. Feeling slighted, set his sights on freshman ovaries, antagonized potently. Every photo and negotiation, how to split the only two remaining of that generation. They look handsome sitting far apart and feel the seats between them spanning oceans and high mountains. See you grow old under cloud cover. Hear all the hearts of thunder. Keep telling us to dream, but I don't wanna. I got you and the rest I'm not so fond of. I wish I could bring you everywhere. Wish that you had been there with La La and Boo Boo. Squeezing to a single chair, passing knives and laughter like we do. Bouncing silver perms. Well, we won't have that. You were natural in 06. We hadn't made your bed in 7 years. You be pushing me to get that Fenty. The present day still drives me mad. And only cause you love drink, I'ma say the best I ever had. You are love to me, home of vulnerability. And though you're not an author or a doctor, no, you are to me. You've been saving me since I was 19. The mutual, you watch me pick up coffee and step through my self-therapy. Pushing into scenes in which the slogan was a guarantee. A lie that happened perfectly. You understand me wordlessly, I need that. Never mind the setbacks. You saw the phoenix in me, let me lie in ashes till I burn up from infirmity. See you grow older, the cloud cover. Hear all the hearts of thunder. Keep telling us to dream, but I don't wanna. I got wonder.
Thank you. Thank you. I keep forgetting to press the applause button because that's not something I normally have to do in shows. All right. So that I love that song. I hope you guys love that song too. I'm happy that it's learned to have a new life. Okay, so folks, we're nearing the end. Thank you so much for being with me here tonight. I'm actually over time, so I hope the NAC gives me like a little bonus. I'm looking at you. National Arts Center and or any of the other sponsors, Facebook, Slate Music, RBC Foundation, SiriusXM Canada, any of you could give me more money. I would take it gladly. I also want people to know as we near the end here, should you want to like screen grab and repost any of this to your stories, this is the first time I've ever performed for webcam and condone that behavior. Okay? All right. So this is my newest song. Congratulations. I just wrote this. I'm very excited to play it for you. This is probably not going to go on that EP I just mentioned. This is a little detour. Let's join me on this detour. Let me talk some more first, actually. This song is the result. I've been doing a lot of self-work because I've been isolated. And I started doing this journal entry where I was trying to write down all of the things I wanted out of a relationship so I can draw love into my life. And I thought that was really embarrassed. I was personally embarrassed for myself. So I thought I'll do the much less cheesy thing and write it all into a song that I'll then perform. And then by releasing that energy into the universe, I will draw love into my life. That's the theory. Turns out it's actually more embarrassing to air those things in public for the internet, but this is what I wish for myself. Join me on this detour. Right when the oil's hot, they might swoop and grab the bottle from my hand. Deglaze the pan, see I'm shit with details, but it's a balance. They would tend to bask in the light on my talents. I would do the same, I just love the power couple game to be a pair that's envious for all that they and I would gain. Walking toward each other while intentionally free. Let's be honest, I've been fucking around so long it couldn't just be them and me. Let me tell you how I deserve that empire laid on top of them. Reminded me not to let myself get so tired. Everyone around us will feel the prosperity, mutual respect, and our well-spaced out home studies. Course we would disagree at times and they would know my rage is blind, but I've been trying and we would always make up for the evening grinds into resentment. Stop taking as rejection those moments of reckoning. Any one of us stops listening. So is it that I don't love myself enough yet to want the flame that I would manifest? I keep tripping for the bars too low, get sick of holding shit down solo, then I'm knee deep in another mess. Saturn's come and gone, and boy, did he take me to task. I learned to shrug off romance that kept me wearing a mask. And still, for all my tending, this garden stands deserted. Well, I must not love myself enough, yeah. Fly them in on the third week once I feel lonesome. The new peach tastes sickly. They show me all that they done in my absence. I open the cover for all of the facets. I tell them again how I never let anyone hold me like they do, and just how refreshing it was when they stuck past my habit of turning my cheek into kisses. And oh, how I miss this rapport. That's really the most remarkable thing that I shared. They laugh it off, say I'm so sentimental. Could not turn my attention to something more pressing, like rolling that doobie on my lack of undressing. And always in the back of our minds would be other timelines we'd live without each other. So fortunate we be to have this present moment, talking shit and basking in trust we built up so very responsibly.
So is it that I don't love myself enough, yeah, to hold the flame that I would manifest? I keep tripping for the bars too low, get sick of holding shit down so low, then I'm knee deep in another mess. Saturn's coming, God, and boy, they heating me to task. I learned to shrug off romance that kept me wearing a mask. And still for all my tending, this garden stands deserted. Well, I must not love myself enough yet, 'cause still for all my tending, this garden stands deserted. Well, I must not love myself enough yet. Thank you so much. Wow. So generous. I will dream my reality, Caroline. Thank you so much. Shout outs to my high school music teacher, Donna Williams. Such a pleasure to reconnect with Donna this past year. You know, as a music teacher, I often think about the music teachers that impacted me as a young person, and it freaks me out. I'm like, oh my God, I'm gonna make a difference in this person's life. But, you know, all of my music teachers made a difference in my life, and I super, super appreciate Donna. It gave me so many opportunities in high school, and encouraged me in the jazz world, and is such a fan of me now. It feels amazing. I just, you know, music's incredible. The healing magic of music, everyone. All right, I'm gonna do another song now. This is called Water, and this is specifically written about, well, the first verse is about Wuhan, and then it sort of becomes this extended metaphor about the treatment of Asian Americans in North America. And I tried something exciting in the hook. So let me know if you like this chorus. If you like trip hop, Hua Li, let me know. She that bitch, you really haven't seen shit. If you want a mommy and a bad chicken, one package, she be working on the balance. Can't be shallow. Got shit to prove to ancestors who sent solitude from heaven. She's 3 parts. The artery is the youngster. Electricity makes the heartbeat. In this case, it's extreme heat at the hottest. There's a flooding. The 3 gorges is shutting. So the temper's not unsued. The most rageful love for ovens. She will thirst for the touch, the licking of the water. On her bank, she is so much. Her lips, when they parted, she shang and she will burn in no uncertain terms. Finally on the map sequestered, which the in and out can return. Which patient zero might show up sooner or later. Sure she gets around, but the stigma fucking up her reputation. Why disclose when all of us had the pose? No one better than these hoes. She took it deep, we squatted her sweet rose. Water brought the richest soil, she dug in more. You join now, but she is all closed doors. Never mind to share it. Breathe the culture, thinking she needs fresh water, east lake, she wakes in your unrest. So fresh, she never saw the test. Fresh water, east lake, and let us cave. She drowned you out, glide into your grave. Truth be told, you knew you couldn't hold her. An archetype so bold as to say that her best qualities will unfold. She looked outside herself, sounded bells to guide your health. Steady bound that you had felt most for her under the belt, and otherwise disposable. But take your boxes frivolously, played the role of martyrdom. Through the the tables turn, but she become the world's scapegoat. Sully flame you'd entertain in wilder days that made notes. With your own, the pageantry, your open homes. How do you justify that midnight chocolate eater eye? She wants to know how you would go so deep with the lie that she wants to humanize. Not like them, not since the tides changed after internment. Exclusion acts, there've been such strides made since the 70s when you opened Surly Keys to the city. If only she dropped to her knees and keep her front y'all pretty. Quit mixing with those riff-raff fixing to maintain the unity and the parallel immunity. Water brought the richest sword. She dug in more. You're doing it now, but she's off closed doors. Never mind, share. You didn't breathe the culture. Thinking she needs fresh water. East Lake, she takes it your unrest. So fresh, never saw the test. Fresh water, East Lake, the lettuce hanging. She drowned you out, slide into your face.
Thank you. Thank you so much. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. We have 2 more songs left, ladies and gentlemen. I was talking to a friend this week, and I told him that this next song I'm going to do is the song that children love the most in the rare times that I actually get to perform for children. They love this song. It's called Side Bitch. And I can assure you that they do not love it because of the content. They love it because they like dancing to the Alexander Thibault produced beat.
I couldn't wait. Still I left it up to chance. You were never mine to hold. I got caught up in my race. Thought I know myself better. Thought it'd be simple just to move on and forget. I'm so blind, no matter. I start up like my feelings don't matter. To be fair, I never saw us go with them. Though I played you for it, I really should have taken it there. I only sweat it when I can lose it. Try to keep you more or less amusing. If you asked me, I would have said I made it. But she's taking it this way, that helps me. Who would have thought you'd get better than you get better than this? Who would have thought you'd get better than you get better than this? Who would have thought you get it better than you get it better than this? Would have thought you get it better than you could get it better than this. I'm like the option woman, second highest bid in the option woman. Tina, he still got it, woman. Think I'm prize from the way he rolls his dice. You might have kid, tell myself that I'm too much for him to recognize. Like I forget my fears, stare him in the eye while he goes out abysmal. Swallow till his feelings disappear. He never hits the wifey like he hits this. A conversation top of everybody's hitting this. And the open fist doesn't make it any better when it's to my face. And wonders why I'm not getting wetter. I'm wrong, stick to time. Group to mind, occupied, never compromise unless I see the cogs in this line. See, I don't clearly we will get generous to show this long before he's asking for my hand. I just take a stand when I'm dealing with duplicity. Keep righteousness in arms like they always see the best in me. Be fair, I never saw us go with them. Though I made you fall, I really should have taken that. I only sweat it when I can lose it. Try to keep him more or less elusive. If he asked me, I would have said I made it. But she's tangled in this web like that's me. Who would have thought you'd get better than you get better than this? Who would have stop. Better say you get better say somebody you get it better than you get it better. Wanna stop, you'll get it better. You'll get it better. Tells me if he sees me, it's the fuck me and get out there. He full service smash. He knows I roll the nuts tight. He likes that. I'm in a pet. And shorty's trying to keep track of him every second. Well, I don't blame him. Says his player status on the line. He sees her weak and shame. She can't believe she had to tell him sex across the line. He figured if he never touched the pussy in his side, it's like he's got a compass. He can keep it up without a lie. And I can keep this up for some time. The stakes are so deep. I tease him on the side anyway. I'm pleased to be the heavyweight champion of bitches that know just so much to say before he gets ugly. Before he turns funny on his guilty secrecy. Slip his truth, it's I'm done from my lip. Even dick pics is my awesome. They dish like sugar balls. One five. Get better than. Get better than. One five. Get better than. Get better than. One five. You'll get it better. You'll get it better than this. Thank you so much, everyone. Oh my God. Hey, what's up, Jeanette King? Shout out to Jeanette King, one of my favorite artists of all time. A dear, close friend, community member. Just released a great video. You should check it out. All right, everyone. This is my last song. Thank you so very much for being with me tonight. This is so nice. Oh, my God. And I'm way past time. It's lovely that you've joined me for this extra 20 minutes that was fully occupied by me rambling on and on and on. All right. This is my hit single, Mastery. Check it out on my debut record, Dynasty. Available on all streaming platforms. And stay tuned for more stuff. I post an Ask Hua Li every week now because I'll have other stuff to do. More music, Wuhan themed EP coming soon. I may do a live Ask Hua Li in the coming weeks. So I'll keep you posted on that. Thank you for joining me in the National Arts Center, which in this timeline is my parents' basement. That's right, Lawrence. HuaLiMusic.com. Find it all there. This is Mastery. Put those feelings in a song tip till they hear that tab trip. Oh, bitch. I'm not feeling any better. Looks like I'm about to wreck a fear into a mind. Trying to find myself a sign. She has to change with time, so I see we in a fine, bruh. Make that decantarian pleasure authoritarian. Always find them staring like she is too Valerian. Ooh, girl, the keep us on the table, marrying. Okay, so she's getting Ontarian. Silly me. Thought fucking was the key, but with our people performances, what does it really mean? Does she still got it? Bringing the gusly knees, standing the poison teeth. Still hot at the market, but they off target. When he gets started, will she stay scarlet? So I beg your pardon. If you come to harvest, you gon' leave here starved. Tuesdays when they feel where I come from. All this is not over. I am so easily find what's in my arteries. This is messed up. compartmentalize, start to penalize the way he thinks. I always see him through some oriental eyes. Even gentle rise to habits that he generalize. I breathe fire, sure. I never claim it's naturalized. Leaning to the pity, he gets used to the pity. So left around the side and thinking I wouldn't get misty. Flipping back to days when fever had his heart in harmony. Kicking up my ass, say I to skip that trip to pharmacy. Cause dopamine is functioning and taking on synonymy. Used to be a glance could break the dose up astronomically. Now I'm cursing out the city cause my skin don't seem to fit me. Never mind, it's been months since we last really got jiggy. Had to bring it back to practical. See who's looking skeptical. Leaning on the chemicals like now's gotta be seminal. Papers stick to the side, heels the wound pressure applied. I'm taking it all in shot, leaving the rest out on the curbside. Do they really feel where I come from? All this is metal. I'm so used to the fighting for the that he should factor what's in my audience. Wow. Thank you so much, National Arts Center, for being with me here tonight. That was my last track. You were such a generous, amazing audience. One last thank you to Facebook, Slave Music, RBC Foundation, Sirius XM Canada, and the National Arts Center for facilitating this for me. I'm just so happy to be programmed with the NAC, even if it's in these strange and interesting times. It's been so lovely performing for you all. I wish I could say something like, come hang out with me at the merch booth. Come have a drink with me. We'll drink some Negronis. You know, but I can't. I'm going to go upstairs and give my mom a glass of Prosecco right now. Encore? What am I going to do? You really want me to do an encore? I don't know. But I will show you my dog, who has been very quietly hanging out with us this whole time. Isn't she lovely? This is my muse, everyone. This is Edna. Edna, say hello to the live stream. Thank you all so much for being here. I feel so blessed to have gotten to perform for you. I've really missed performing. And Montrealers, I miss the heck out of y'all. And I'm going to be back home soon. So do socially distantly say hello to me. Like, wave at me through my window or something. Okay? Thank you all so much. This has been such a pleasure. Do stream my music on all of the platforms. You can buy my record on vinyl online if you would like to. That's also available, nextdoorrecords.com, also huali.bandcamp.com. I have merch. I got all sorts of ways you can support me. But most importantly, I think you should donate to Jermaine Pagetta because he dabbed so hard today, it hurt his brain. And while he has a great job, I think he deserves some money. So on that note, thank you all for being here. I love each and every one of you. It's been such a pleasure to share my music with you tonight. And get back to your bedroom safe, everybody.